What is going on, Cuse Nation? Welcome back to yet another edition of Bleed Orange. My name, Landon Cook, alongside your co-host for the day, Lucas Tarcunio. It is getting to be that time of year. You can sense it in the air. It's football season, right, Lucas?
Oh, yeah.
And it's getting to be that time of year, and us Syracuse fans are just hoping that this upcoming year is nowhere what it was like last year. What do you think about this upcoming team?
I feel like Garrett Trader, is that his name, the backup?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Mississippi State, the transfer. I think if Tommy DeVito did his show in week 1 or week 2, then we will see a lot of Garrett Trader.
Yeah, and it's all up in the air as of right now. Dino Babers this spring did not let out a depth chart. He is trying to keep his knowings in his knowings, not letting anyone else prepare for this Syracuse team. And they are going to be very unpredictable this year. Who knows what's going to happen? I truly believe that DeVito will have gotten a lot better right now throughout the spring training camp and summer training camp and fall camp. I feel as if he's going to be a totally different football player when he steps onto the field, because the last time there was two quarterbacks in the system, it was Eric Dungy and Tommy DeVito. And Tommy DeVito gave Dungy a run for his money. And sure enough, they won 10 games that year and went to the Camping World Bowl. And a lot of people were saying the same thing about Dungy, what they are about DeVito right now, how, Schrader should start. In 2018, it was, DeVito should start over Dungy. And look what Dungy did that year with all that competition. What do you seem to think about that?
Well, in 2018, Dungy just proved everyone wrong. Dungy is more of like he can scramble a lot and he can also throw the ball deep, but Tommy DeVito is more of a pocket passer and a deep ball threat. Well, with Dungy, he could scramble, because you never know what you could expect with him. He can scramble or go with the deep ball.
More of a Garrett Schrader type of quarterback.
Yep.
And that is what Dino Babers really saw in Schrader. In his words, not mine, he could legitimately be a threat to start at quarterback in 2021. And he said, until one of them can prove that they can do it, nothing will be said. If I have to, we will run a 2-quarterback offense. And that was said last week in his press conference. What do you seem to think about that?
I feel like Tommy DeVito can give Garrett Schrader a run for his money, like you said. With Eric Dungy and Tommy DeVito, but I feel like it's going to be a race to the QB1 spot, and Tommy DeVito could become QB1 by like week 3 or week 4, but Garrett Schrader is the favorite to be QB1 by week 3 or week 4, but Tommy DeVito is going to have to show us something.
He really is going to have to show us something, because he has brought nothing but disappointment to the Syracuse program ever since that. I hate to say it, some people do, some people don't. A fluke 2018 season, and everyone was expecting DeVito to show up or show out. He showed out and really disappointed the Syracuse program and the fan base ever since. So he's really going to have to prove something. The Orange were 1-10 last year, but everything didn't go as planned. They were in pods. They only got to have pads 1 week before practice, 1 week before game day, week 1. And they really didn't get to have the full team bonding experience. And Dino Babers preaches faith and family. And there was no family last year. It was more of a, you know what, here are your 3 or 4 teammates. This is your family for the spring, summer, and early fall until week 1.
Yeah, well, Babers. I mean, if he doesn't show, if pretty much just Syracuse doesn't make the bowl this year, make a bowl. Um, Dino Babers could be fired. So
He could be, and that's what scares me because I personally like Dino Babers.
yeah, he's a good coach.
He is a good coach, and I truly hope that last season wasn't really. I hope last season was a fluke season. I really do because everything's right there on paper. There's a lot of opt-outs. And this year we get all the opt-outs back. We have 15 seniors from last year coming back, including Josh Black, Chris Elmore, the Rhino. Like all of these players are coming back. Sam Heckel. All of these guys are back, ready to prove themselves because they do not want to go down 1-10.
Yeah. Speaking of Josh Black he did really good last year, I feel like, and he's gonna be even better this year.
I really do too. And Garrett Williams in the secondary for the Orange last year had a great year. I believe he'll be the next Trill. We got Michael Jones in the linebacker position. We did lose Lee Koba to Ole Miss, then went to a community college to get his grades up. Now searching for another D1 school, just offered a scholarship at the University of South Carolina. But there is a lot of depth and young players in this defense. And last year has nothing to do with this year because you saw so many true freshmen last year that had no experience whatsoever going right up against the best competition in America, you know?
Mm-hmm. Against Clemson, Syracuse did really good.
Lucas, we can't quite hear. I think you're having connection issues.
At that game.
I think you're having connection issues. I'll just move on to the next thing while your internet figures everything out. Now, a COVID year for Ohio. Last year, the season did get canceled after they went 2-1, if everyone remembers that. I believe they beat Central Michigan and a few other teams. They ended up playing pretty well, and they are under a new head coach this year in Tim Albin. Frank Soloch is out, and in 2019, the last full season they had, they were 7-6 and 5-3 in the MAC, finished third in their conference. Not the greatest show out, and I believe that is why Soloch retired. Great historical coach. Dino Babers has much respect for him, made that pretty obvious in the ACC media day. And it's going to be a hard fought battle, a really tough game to start off the 2021 season. Now, if you were to say you had a prediction for this game and who's going to start at quarterback for the Orange, who do you think is going to come out victorious? Now, right now, the Syracuse Orange are 1.5-point favorites. They were a point underdogs. Now they're a 1.5 favorites. So what do you think about that? Who's going to take the victory and who's going to start a quarterback?
Well, I think Tommy DeVito might start at quarterback, which is probably what's going to happen. I do feel like the Syracuse Orange will pull out the victory 27-24. And back to Tommy DeVito starting. Garrett Strader we could see Garrett Strader in the second half.
You could see Garrett Strader in the second half, and I have the Orange defeating the Ohio Bobcats 24-17. I believe our defense is going to be outstanding this year, the heart and soul of this team, and hopefully this offensive line can hold up for Sean Tucker and the offense and DeVito. We will see some of Garrett Strader some point in the game because I believe he does deserve some playing time for all the hard work he's put through in the summer and early fall. I believe that he will get some playing time. The Orange defeat the Ohio Bobcats 24-17 and start the season off with a win.
Yeah, I like that because Rutgers is gonna be tough because everyone's
Really
returning
is.
for Rutgers. That could be a tough game, but right now we're talking about Ohio. Ohio, they have everyone returning from last year, besides a couple of people. It does hurt that Syracuse lost Andre Cisco, Ifeoma Famu, and Trill Williams. So some guys are
Very
gonna have
young
to take.
defense, though. Very young defense.
Yes, yes. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores.
It is good, though, because there were a lot of true freshmen last year that got a ton of playing time and a lot of experience. And now they're ready to really play against this competition. And you're right. Rutgers is going to be a huge task. It is going to be in the Dome. Lots of fans going to see the brand new renovated Dome for the first time since COVID. I believe it will be packed, but that's not this preview. We'll do that next week for the next preview when the Orange pull out with a win. Thanks so much for coming on the show today, Lucas. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely. And always remember, let's go Syracuse. See you guys.
Go Orange.